Okay, I don't see any bots. We're gonna land. Donk. And we're on top of the warehouse. Lol. This was not really a planned sequence in today's episode, but you know, we're here. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode of Scrap Mechanic with me, Spacefish, and welcome back to our little headquarters, where unfortunately in between episodes I've had a slight bit of an incident, and I'm honestly not all too happy. As you may be able to see, there's something missing in front of the refiner, and well, if we look out at our miner, you will be able to see that very thing is also not in there. So, yeah, I was in between episodes, you know, waiting for the plants to regrow, for the timers to reset so I can plant more things, and so on and so forth. And, well, then, like, eventually, Hayward ran in at me, and, I don't know, I pulled out my gun, and I started shooting him, and he started hitting me, and then I somehow, like, just pulled back a slight bit behind here, and he, turned at the collector and went whack, and the thing was gone. So, yeah, very annoyed about that, not gonna lie. Unfortunately, that's gonna be costing us quite a fair bit to replace, I think. And we will probably be looking at doing that soon, just not yet, so we'll have to make do with the current state for now. As you can see, I mean, 30 level 1 metal blocks is not the end of the world, but I would today like to spend some of those resources differently, because with all the comments and all the talking about the warehouse and how you get garment boxes and all, I kind of remember that, you know, I still don't have a dress spot, and I would really like to get that today, so we're going to try and do that. I am still farming potatoes for doing our first warehouse. I think that by next episode we should have enough to finally do that, so we will probably be looking to do that. But in the meanwhile, I think the dress spots being one of the things that we want to eye today, which is going to mean that we need a tad bit more metal and also some ember. But also another thing that I really want to do today is actually hop onto our little flying thingy plane, whatever the name may be, and go and explore a bit and see what warehouses there are. As to what you'll have told me, well, actually, I don't have any fuel in there, so do I? Regarding what you all have told me, though, about warehouses, apparently the rewards don't really differ, no matter what warehouse you really go with. What does differ, though, is the difficulty, more or less, because the more levels, the more bots you will find, and I think also what you said is that the advantage in the bigger warehouses is that you get one of those big red bots, which, well, as scary as they are, you apparently need to kill one of them. So, like, these boys there, that are on the, well, those boys, right? You need to kill one of them to get a key to the warehouse, so those would already provide a key for me, which would be kind of nice, I suppose. So, I don't know, let's see, We'll find out which one to go to for a start. I would just like to sort of zoom about the place and maybe see a bit what the world has to offer. Ideally, we could even place some beacons or something there. I just have to check back what those actually cost, if those are, like, really expensive, or if I can just spam a few of those out. Unfortunately, we kind of need metal blocks for it, which I really don't like, because we kind of want the metal blocks for the dress spot. So maybe we're going to do that some later day and just quickly zoom about the world now and just see what there is that we can maybe use, and then we'll get back to that topic in a bit. So, with that said, we've got some spare fuel in our inventory. We'll get our gun out just in case something odd happens, and actually my hydration is kind of very low. Oh, also something I did in between episodes, by the way, just to show you all real quick, I made burgers. Was also a suggestion of you, of course, down below in the comments, and, well, it really makes sense. I instantly fill up my health, my food, my hydration and all, and, well, having a fair bunch of these is going to be very nice. And also, what I discovered thanks to you all, like, 10 years ago, basically, now it's been a while, is that these things are absolutely useless because they're only used in multiplayer to revive other players. So May have wasted a few resources there, just a few. But, well, that is what it is now. We're gonna go and eat that little tomato that's remaining right here real quick. Slurp. And then let's get going. I just don't want to fall off mid-flight because I'm out of hydration or something. Also, I probably want to actually make sure that this thing is properly standing up before I hop onto it. So that is hopefully all fine. Alright, let's get going. Let's hopefully not fat fingery again, you know. And yeet ourselves off this thing. Uh-oh, this is not the right way to go. This is not the right way to go. This is not the... Maybe this is the right way to go. Okay, 4-story right there. Painful landing right there. Ow. Oh boy, oh boy. So, that's the first one right there, right? This thing seems to be 4 stories tall. Which is interesting to say the least. The thing is that this thing is very much still not balanced, which is kind of annoying to me. Where are we going? Or nowhere? Apparently we're going nowhere. So, that being a 4-story thing. Didn't you say... Did you guys not say that at the top story or something you get all the dank rewards and all? I kind of feel like trying something right now. Like, the thing that I remember from the comments was, like, at the top floor you get all the cool rewards. So, can we theoretically just fly to the top floor? Or is it like this floor, or is it actually just on top? Because if it's actually just on top, that would be kind of nasty, wouldn't it? Interesting. Now, the thing is that this thing is super far from balanced, to be honest, so I'd kind of like to try and fix it. Let me just check out my logic here. This thing, okay. Boop. The thing is that this is absolutely in the way right now of me placing an engine on this, which kind of sort of sucks, and I also just sort of kind of forgot where I placed the engine previously. We're going to place that a bit further up front, and just, like, place the fuel. Did I just lose the fuel? Ah, annoying. Very annoying, I'll have to say. It's like... so much fuel wasted right there. I think my inventory was full and the fuel just disappeared. Oh no. But yeah, so I just kind of want to test the balancing and all. Is the thing. Oh yeah, right. I probably gotta... boop. Fix that. Did it just slide to the front right now? Why did my engine just slide to the front? Why is my engine sliding? Do you see that? Look at that. It's not on there properly. Yeah, so that's legit. Uh-oh. Please don't topple over. This whole thing is now a bit of an issue, to be honest. I shouldn't have done that on the go. Because now... oh, no. Oh, no! The freaking fuel disappeared again. Okay, we're gonna have to head home in a minute. Oh, yeah, right. So why the engine is sliding is because we've got this block for the steering there, so that doesn't quite work too well. We're gonna have to put some fuel into here and somehow limp back home now. We've got way too little of that. Can I split the stack somehow? 4, 5, 6. Okay. That should be enough to get ourselves home again. We'll have to fill back up now, because, well, you know, I may have slightly wasted a huge ton of fuel. I'm really sorry for that. The upside being, though, that this thing feels way more balanced now. Look at this. I think we fixed the balance, more or less. We're staying pretty nice and straight here. That is beautiful. This is so much more flyable, unless you fly into a tree. Okay. I mean, maybe worth? I'm not quite sure. We're not going to go and refine more fuel. I'm just going to steal some fuel from one of our vehicles, and then we're going to refill that later. Because I can not be asked to spend all that time right now. But that's honestly quite nice, right? What do you all think? Let me know down below. I'm pretty happy about this. This seems to finally be working the way we ever wanted it to. So, we're going to go back to where we're coming from. I think we're actually going to try and just... Is this thing actually still on the steerable block? I mean, as long as nothing breaks and the thing flies the way it's supposed to, I guess who cares, right? Ow! Tree stump. Well, now we're toppling over because the friggin' tree stump made us. Gonna have to quickly land and reposition this thing in a minute, but that was quite honestly pretty alright. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, let's get the gun out actually, because I feel we're gonna need it. I would really like to just try and land on top of this. I'm kind of sort of worried that we're gonna run into like 15 bajillion bots, which just take apart the vehicle or something, but I kind of also want to try it out, so we're going to do that. Let's see. We're going to find out what's there. If we see bots, we're just going to whiz past. Oh boy, lag. Oh boy, more lag. Oh boy, so much lag. Holy, there's so much stuff loading here, I think. Okay, I don't see any bots. We're going to land. Donk. And we're on top of the warehouse. Lol. This was not really a planned sequence in today's episode, but you know, we're here. Interesting. So there's a bunch of crates and stuff, which I suppose we're not too interested in, because those never held anything for us in the other places too. Wait, can I pick this apart? Oh, wait. What is this now? Am I getting... Is this metal? What am I picking apart here? What am I gaining from this? No, it's just rusted metal. Oh, that would have been great. Just imagine this being metal and then I get all the crazy stuff out of it. But alright, so let's see what we have here for a quick minute, I suppose. This thing here is out of order. Apparently. Which is interesting. And then we have that. Which I suppose is what we need a key card for? Yeah. Click. Okay. Interesting. This kind of feels like I could just fly to the top of the warehouses if I wanted to, and just like, as long as I killed a red bot previously that gave me a warehouse key, I could just get whatever stuff I want. Right? Well, that's kind of mad, but I feel like that's the way that this works. Also, how good or bad are these blocks? They're pretty low in durability. I'm gonna take them. Doesn't really feel all too worth it for me. You know, maybe later if we need some cheap building blocks, or at least these or something. Well, we'll see. But that's interesting. We've made it to top of the warehouse for now, which, well, I never really planned that to happen, but there we go. In theory, if we find a red boy and we kill him, then we can probably just go here and reap the rewards from it without really taking any risks. Which could be boring, could also be a nice way to farm these, though. I think there's another warehouse over there, then. I'm gonna just head on a bit. Zoom across the ocean. Look at this. This thing is flying so nicely now. I mean, it's still slightly off-center, but it's so little that that actually honestly doesn't really matter too much, in my opinion. Like, this is very usable. Very, very usable. Okay, so that's a two-story warehouse, I suppose. Oh, cow! Don't land on the cow! Okay. I was kind of worried I was going to dunk a cow in the head there. That's a two-story warehouse right there. I suppose that you need keys for all of them, right? I'm not quite sure. But I would suppose that that's the way that that works. Let's refuel this. How much more do we have? We've got a bunch. We can explore a bit more. I really like this flying thing. Honestly, we're zooming across the place so quickly. Seeing it all from above. We can even land on top of the warehouses if we really want to. I think we're going to try and land on top of this one too, because why not? Maybe because we're zooming past? No. There we go. We're just going to check out if we need a warehouse key for this one as well, but I suppose you need that for all of them. So, yeah, that looks very much like another one of those warehouse key thingies. Indeed, okay. But that's interesting. Like, this looks like it's the reward chamber or something. So, like, if you need the key behind that, like, that's probably where you get the rewards, right? Unless this is just a second entry to the warehouse. To get in the bottom, you need a key as well. Could be the case. I'm not sure. But to me, this kind of looks like all the rewards are behind there. So, I don't know. If you know, let me know down below in the comments. Would certainly be very interesting to me. That's pretty cool. I like it. Okay, let's take back off, though. We're gonna slightly head back home, but not quite, I think. We're just gonna sort of kind of see what we find on the way. You can see this world's actually pretty huge. You know, there's a bunch of stuff over there. No warehouses to speak of, though. Thus far, I've only found these two. Let's keep going for now. Pretty high up as well. Holy moly, half the world isn't even rendering for me. Over there's the oil pond, which I think we should pay a quick visit to the oil pond, actually, and grab a bunch of crude oil just to make up for all the fuel we're burning through here, if we can avoid totally zooming past it. That's better. And bonk, we're here. I really like this thing now, honestly. Like, the balancing was so worth it. It was kind of like, it really had me worried for a quick minute that we're never going to ever be able to piece that back together, but I don't know. It worked. Like, it's working so well. I can literally zoom across the entire world without having to pick this thing back up and put it back down to make sure that it's aligned properly, which is really nice. Ooh, so much red down there. That's the burning forest, which we need to go to, actually, in a minute to get some ember and all. But for now, let's make a swift landing right here. That was actually really a swift landing. Holy moly. We're going to go and get some of that crude oil into refining just to, you know, make up for all the fuel we are using on these trips. But honestly, pretty darn happy with that. That went pretty well, and I'm really interested now if we can just, you know, do that and just go and somehow fly to the top of one of these buildings and grab all the stuff we ever wanted. Like, sounds pretty intriguing to me, to say the very least. But in the meanwhile now, while we get all this stuff going, first start, my inventory is an absolute mess. So, let me maybe take a quick minute to sort that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so my inventory is looking a little bit better, and the pile of electronic circuits is even bigger. Hopefully we will just be able to use that soon for, like, some beacons or something that we place at the warehouses to be able to find them easier. For the time being, though, let's quickly go and, you know, actually put some of that fuel back that we stole from our other vehicles to make sure that that's still up and running, and refuel this thing too, maybe, if I actually can. We will put some of that in there. I was really considering actually to put a fuel tank on this, to be honest, because the thing was so off balance that it was like, you know, maybe I don't care too much, but now that I've sort of kind of balanced this thing out, I'm really reluctant to actually do that, so I don't know. We will see. Maybe we'll just keep it in its current state, to be honest. Like, I don't feel I have to refuel it too much, and I can always just carry a bit of fuel into my inventory anyway, so maybe we're going to stick with that. But what I kind of want to do in the meanwhile here is work a bit more for that, work a bit more for the dressing clothing bot thing. So, well, I mean, on the one hand side, we've got a few arms here that I'm going to quickly put in, but I would actually like to go to, like, maybe say one more POI. We're going to go and well, kill a few bots with a potato gun, grab a few component kits, because we need a whole 10 for the dress spot, and, you know, the all scrap metal that we gain alongside that we can use on more metal, because we do need a bunch of tier 3 metal for it too, is going to be nice. So I think that is the goal for now. But on the other hand side, in 4 hours, another farming slot is coming up for me, in which I can plant a whole another bunch of potatoes. So I'm probably going to take care of that first, but I will do that without you all. I'll get the potatoes growing real quick, and I'll drive over to a POI, and then I'll meet you there. Alright everyone, so back we are. The potatoes are planted and growing, and well, we are back at this very POI out here, looking for a few bots to kill and murder over the frustration of losing my collector also. Hopefully gonna grab some component kits on the way, and let's go and blap these guys in the face. If we can. Hello. Take one to the face. Take... No, no, no. You know, you could also just miss all your shots like me. There's our first component kit, though, which is beautiful. I don't hear any more bots coming, which is also interesting, but I'm sure there's a few more around, may just be me killing them from so far away that they didn't get triggered yet. Second component kit already. I think we have like 3 or 4 at home still, so given that we need like 10 for the dressing bot, shouldn't be too far off. Hopefully we will find the rest in here. Let's get the gun back out, not the paint tool. Oh. Finally found out how that works. Hold shift and scroll. Beautiful. Okay, anyways. We're going to check around here first, maybe. Oh, yes. You being the reason, buddy. Got another arm. Absolutely beautiful. We're going to take all of these because, well, you know, it's honestly quite a good source of metal. Like, I think I've said it in the previous episode. I haven't really found myself mining metal much at all anymore because, like, I'm just grinding through POIs for component kits and other goodies anyways. And, well, on the way, I get so many bots killed that, well, all the scrap metal, honestly, very nicely helps me in my endeavors anyway. So, well... I'm definitely always collecting all of these. Now, the one thing that's kind of worrying me here is that I haven't seen a single chest down here, which kind of indicates to me that there isn't too much good stuff in this POI, but we'll see. Maybe as we go further up, we can find a few more things, and I'm slightly stuck right there. Chemicals. Wow. Thus far, not really all too flabbergasted. Maybe, you know, our luck was just so good on the other... POI that now we can't get anything good anymore, because holy moly, there certainly hasn't been any good for us yet. I mean, the bots have given us component kits, but not the POI, and we're like halfway through already, which is slightly annoying to say the least. Hello. Goodbye. Nice 4-tap right there. By the way, headshots on haybots don't do more damage, right? At least I don't think so. Mate, that's a chest, that's not me. Slightly missing a bunch of shots right there. Ooh, there's another. Oh, it's only one of them, honestly. Don't need to waste all the potatoes in the world. I've honestly already machine gunned the others down quite nicely. Now, the thing is here, I've got a bunch of arms now. Kind of gonna have to see how to carry all of those down one after another, or all together, or I don't even know. None of these? No, one of these has given us another component kit, which is nice. Why it's only the bots giving me those right now, though, I don't know. Like, the other component, not the other component kits, the other POIs we were in were like 10 component kits at a time. Now, that was just my first component kit of the entire POI right there. So, really not doing too well for loot just now. Garment box. Kind of being interesting once we actually have the clothing bots, but, well, if we keep going at this rate, that's going to take us a minute. There is another component kit right there, and a battery, and another component. Okay, I think that should be good. I'm thinking we should have 4 at home still. I'm not quite sure. Maybe we only have 3, but I'm hoping it's 4, because that would mean we have just enough now. And there's another 2 component kits, so we definitely have enough now. Beautiful. Okay, I am gonna go downstairs even further, and I'm gonna spend a minute grabbing all those haybot arms and getting them down to the vehicle so we can make us some nice scrap metal. And we're gonna go... Actually, do I get some other food from this? Just a carrot? Yeah? Okay. We're gonna go and slurp this real quick, and I'm gonna carry those on downwards, and I'll see you all once I'm there. Alright, everyone. So, back home we are, as you can see, with all the... with all the arms I have collected. Wherever you're going, buddy, this is the end of your trip. Go away. Thank you. The potatoes are growing away nicely, and I've actually found out I've kind of run out of potatoes in my potato gun, but luckily I still have this nice stack of potatoes on the other side of the vehicle, which I can use to replenish that. Let's go and take our second collective art. So yeah, we can replenish that, and honestly, grinding through 50 potatoes like that, not the best feeling in the world after just farming them pretty hard. But, well, we've got another huge bunch of them coming out of the farming process right there, and then I'll certainly make sure to get another set of them going, and hopefully, no, definitely we will in the next episode then have enough of those potatoes ready to go and pay, well, one of the farms, not one of the farms, one of the warehouses a visit, or maybe just Red Farmbot Boy and... Oi! Are you chasing a Woxie right now? Mate, if I can hit you, there we go. Just using that to lure him in now. I don't want to grind through more potatoes. But yeah, so let me know down below in the comments if, like, the landing on the warehouse and then just using a warehouse key thing is a nice and easy way of getting to some loot, because, well, while I may not use that in every warehouse we go to, because that would probably be boring for the actual farming purpose and farming part of it, that may be quite useful. So, you know, really considering to do that in the future then maybe. But in between episodes, I'll continue farming more potatoes. I'll make sure that we've got enough potatoes stacked in our inventory to hopefully go to one of those warehouses that we found back there. And I will also make sure to get some ember and make some tier 3 metal then, so that we can in the next episode hopefully also get our clothing bot ready and, you know, get some cool clothes going, I hope, because, you know, right now they are currently still very burnt and toasty, so we certainly have to change that. So very much looking forward to that. For today, though, I'm going to end it off right here, so I hope you all enjoyed the episode. As usual, if you did, please make sure to hit the like button down below. As always, that really helps out the channel. And, well, if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that like button to stay around for any future bell icon to get updates on any future upcoming episodes. Didn't have it for my first coffee today yet, so I got to catch up on that. But with that all out of the way, as usual, everybody, thanks so much for watching, and I hope I'll catch you in the next episode very, very soon. Ciao.